What is up, YouTube? Angry Jackalope Rob Ricks back again, and this time I'm gonna do things a little bit different than I normally do. Normally I just do a singular blade. This last weekend I tested a multitude of blades all at one time, and I'm gonna do these in such a way that you're getting kind of a 4-for-1. It's gonna be a little bit longer video, but I promise you it is a whole lot of good chopping, mayhem, and carnage. And I had one blade that surprised the shit out of me. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the Kershaw Camp just because it's sitting right nearest to me. This is a Kershaw Camp 18, and it is really fucking big.
That's what she said.
And at first I thought that would be kind of cool. I thought, you know, having a big hefty chopping blade was going to be a lot of fun. But what I found was it actually was a little bit more awkward and difficult to wield and use. Especially when I wanted to stab. Stabbing on this thing is just a no-go. You're slashing. So if you're out in the Amazon and you're chopping through a shit ton of vines or something of that nature, this is perfect. It did really well in my tests, and you'll see that in a second here. But what I want to show you is it did not make it through the test unscathed. Those jawbones on those pigs are brutal, but in the wood test it handled no problem. But I just want to show you right here. Here and here there is substantial blade rolling and chinking. I might be able to work that out, but I don't think it matters for what this is going to be primarily used for. Small tree, shrubbery, things of that nature, it's not really going to matter. It's not like I'm slicing paper or anything with this. So we'll go ahead and get to the ratings on this before we get into the videos. So I'll go ahead and start it off with Steve.
That's a monster blade. I give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Randy?
It's a beast. I give it an 8. Go beast mode.
Damien?
It's a deadly blade, one that I could Hassan chop with.
Yes, totally a Hassan chop.
8.
Okay. I'm going to give this blade, for its price and what it's capable of, I'm going to give it a 7.5. The only reason I can't give it an 8 is because it's just a little bit too difficult to use in close quarters from a combat point of view. Yes, a lot of my blades have a combat score for it. So anyway, here is the video segment on the Kershaw Camp.
Thawed Big Head Test.
I want the bacon.
Frozen Big Head Test. Wood chopping test.
Alright, so Kershaw Camp comes with, you know, I know this is not Kydex, looks like some kind of a plastic, and it's also got the same problem that its little brother's got, which is a very pronounced rattle. But again, if you're out in the jungle and you're chopping shit up and you're just getting around for 40 something bucks, you can't beat this. It's awesome. Okay, next blade is going to be, well, yeah, he's the closest. All right, the Schrade. Oh, Schrade. I am really hoping what happened to this blade was some kind of a defect in the blade and that other blades won't do the same thing. The Schrade was actually late in the game. I didn't even get to use it on the thawed out pig because I actually frankly ran out of unmarked areas on the thawed out pig to use it. So when it got to the frozen pigs, I had more than enough real estate. And on the 4th strike, well, 3 strikes in, I noticed pronounced chinking and blade rolling on the edge. But on strike number 4, that happened.
Holy cow fuck! That's unacceptable!
And the crazy thing is, I didn't even really, at least I didn't think I was doing anything super duper ridiculous. I went back and reviewed the blade. It's not like I was doing this or anything else. It was in and out, and holy shit, looked like the pig bit back, right? Anyway, this is the stuff I was talking about right through here. And those were just ridiculous. But I did notice one weird thing, and I'm not going to be able to show it to you on camera because I don't think it's going to pick it up. So I might have to put a picture in here. But there's some marks here on the spine of the blade that I don't think came from the testing. I think that's from when it was made. And so this blade might have had a defect in it, and that might have caused its catastrophic failure. But, you know, even after this, I still managed to work wood with it, and it did really well on the wood test. Even with this. I know, I probably shouldn't have continued testing with it broken like this, but I did. Anyway, here's the videos on that.
Frozen Big Heads Test. Looks like the pig bit back.
Even broken, it's still deadly.
Wood chopping test.
So yeah, you may have noticed I didn't give this a score. I don't think it's fair to score a blade that that broke. There's just no way I can actually accurately rate it. So I'm going to defer rating on this until I can revisit this. I'm going to actually reach out to Schrade and let them know that I had a failure with the blade and see how they want to handle it. I don't think Frozen Pig might be a bit extreme, so we'll find out what their stance is on it. If they don't want to replace the blade, I don't blame them, but I will reach out to them regardless and see what's up with that. So that is the Schrade SCHF28.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's fucking a really cool blade. You think it was the fake penises we cut with it? You think it voodooed it?
Maybe cutting fake dicks is voodoo.
Maybe, yeah. Alright. Next blade up we have is the CKRT Kin Onions Chance in Hell. And this sheath is a little bit on the interesting side. It's really soft and padded, and it's got quite a few of these little straps here to undo it. It's alright. Now, this blade made it through all the tests with only one teeny tiny little chink, which is amazing. I mean, I put it through the exact same battery test as everything else, and you notice the blade is a lot thinner than this guy. You know, the spine on this guy is ridiculous, comes to the point, but this guy got so much more chinked up than this guy. But this guy bit a lot harder. This motherfucker was chopping like ridiculous. But, you know, the Chance in Hell was a lot lighter. It was easier to chop with. It was way more maneuverable. The stabs were really comfortable. The handle here is a kind of a rubber, a molded rubber that's really soft and grippy. And I actually enjoyed using it. It was very comfortable in the hands. So the Chance in Hell Kin Onion design, CKRT, is pretty good. Let's go ahead and rate it, okay? Let's start with, I'm going to start with Damien this time because it's Chance in Hell, and I know he is just chomping at the bit to comment on this. Okay, Damien, go for it.
I really like the solid performance.
Yep.
I give it a 9.
All right, so that's your score. We'll go reverse order. Randy?
I think that blade is sick. I give it an 8.
Steve?
Chance in Hell, like Damien's scoring, I guess. I give it an 8.
All right, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it a solid 8. I like it a lot. Here's the video on the CKRT's Chance in Hell.
Bob Pighead's test.
It's all slicey and dicey.
Frozen Pighead's test. Wood chopping test.
So you see, it did a pretty good job. It did a pretty good job, and the blade held up, and that's what I really liked about it the most, is the fact that I was able to abuse the shit out of it, and it stayed sharp. I didn't have to work this at all. So yeah, there you go. Sheath's a little bit funky to get it in and out, but you know what? Once you take the blade out to do what you need to do, it does what it's supposed to do, and then you just put it back, fucking whatever, right? Last but not least, we have K-Bar's BK-9. Yes, I have custom scales on here. This is not the scales that it comes with. The scales that it came with, I didn't like. They didn't have a grip that I really cared for. So I got some aftermarket grips that I like a lot. Now, this baby is showing a lot more wear and tear on it. The blade edge, no problem. Handled like a champ. Tip, the tip is badass. The motherfucking tip handled like a champ. The edge, I have one chink right there, and it is a serious little chink, but you know what? No big deal. The texturing, the coating on here has started to come off, and there's some transfer from the wood. You can actually see some wood particles inside of the coating, and I think that's kind of cool. I like that. It's battle worn, and it's pretty impressive. So let's go ahead and get to the scores. Since we're going out of order, let's fucking jump to ready.
Huh? Oh shit, I wasn't ready.
I put your ass on the spot, didn't I? Go for it.
Fuck, I'd rock it. I give it a 9. Badass.
Steve.
That blade's amazing. I give it a 9.
Damien.
I could slay the multitudes with it. 9.
I am going to give this guy a 9.5, which may be the highest score I've given thus far, and I will tell you why. Even though I love, and my favorite knife still remains, the Tops M4X Punisher, this blade continually surprised the shit out of me. It surprised the shit out of me. Everything I threw at it, it handled really well, and the cuts were fucking nasty. Nasty. If I hit a motherfucker with this, I've no doubt the wound channel is gonna be something ferocious. The ergonomics on this, the way that it feels when I grip it and I do what I need to do with it, is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's light. It's really fucking light. It's light. I didn't think it was going to be as light as it is, and it just hits on the sweet spots for me, and I like it a lot. I really, really, really do. And I fought and resisted, because there's a lot of people out there, you know, saying, oh, BK, 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 BK. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, whatever. Well, motherfuckers. I love my BK-9. This is fucking badass. And you know what? Here's the crazy thing. I hate ballistic nylon sheaths, but this one is so rigid and so durable that I don't mind it. I don't mind it for right now. I have a Kydex sheath coming. Red Rhino, I have one coming. And it's going to be black and red. So my scales are black and red. I don't know if you could see that or not. It's black and red, my Carta. But, yeah, I like it. It's big. It's beefy. But it's not super heavy. And it handles. And here's the videos where you could see it in action.
Bob Pighead Test. in Big Head's test. Home run, baby! Now those are outstanding wound channels. I can hear you! I still can't hear you! Wood chopping test.
So there you go, guys. I mean, shit. I gave you a video, 4 fucking blades in one sitting. God damn. I know that's a record for me. I'm not going to do this very often. My arms are still fucking sore from all that chopping and shit that I did. But I gotta say, there was lots of surprises, and I'm really hopeful that I'll be able to try this this Schrade again. I'd really like to see it handle, because that just broke my heart. I mean, my soul hurt when that shit happened. I was like, oh man, because I really loved the design of the blade. I really liked the way it looks, and this was a fucking scary looking blade, and I really liked it. So, you know, Schrade, if you're watching this, what do you think? Think we could go for a round 2 on this? Alright guys, appreciate you, love you. As always, if you like it, please subscribe, tell all your friends about the Angry Jackalope, and be good to each other. I'll see you
Good
next
job,
time.
soldier! Out fucking standing show! Keep it up!